Yo guys, welcome back to another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. Okay, so today's video, I literally just did all of the recording with the untranslated slides, like the Japanese slides. And then as I was about to render, I noticed all the slides over on Facebook. So here we are over on the Facebook group. We're going to go over the slides. There's also some other things I'm going to go over, balance passes and whatnot. But let's get into this. I want to get this video out to you guys so you know what's happening. Oh, back. Production is... of is it wrong to pick up or try and pick up girls in a dungeon season 4 is confirmed, and it will be airing in 2022. If you didn't already know this, it has been all over the Facebook group and all over the social medias for the game for like a couple of days now. So next slide, log in to get up to 4 guaranteed 4-star tickets. So every day for 4 days you're going to get a guaranteed 4-star ticket. You should have already had 2. Sorry, that was my phone. Of course it'd go off when I was start recording. Familiar Royale, yes, we're getting Familiar Royale. So it's Phantasma Killer, if you weren't aware, but you know, this is the this is the artwork for it. So stage 1, we'll do dark physical attack, dark magic attacks, enemy skills, single target decreases physical resist and magic resist, self increase physical resist, magic resist, dex, and decrease damage received by single target. What? Receive, oh, it decreases single target damage, so you want to bring those AoE units basically. Are they trying to make it so you can't cheese with single target units? That's kind of weird. Who was doing that? Who was doing it? It is 0% resistant to earth, water, and thunder, minus 70% resistant to light, 20% resistant to wind and dark, 40% resistant to fire, 50% resistant to physical damage, and 0% resistant to magic damage. So they want you to bring those magic light units, I guess. Next slide. Stage 2 is an AoE stage, obviously, as always. Water physical attacks, water magic attacks, self increase endurance, agility, dexterity, strength, and magic resist, decreases single target damage. Okay, so and this foes decreases physical resist. Okay, so they seal and lower physical resist. So you're going to need seal anklets or some sort of form of ailment resist to stop you from being sealed. They are 0% resistant to earth and light, minus 70% resistant to thunder. Wind and dark resistance is at 20%. Water and fire resistance is at 40%. Right, they really don't want you bringing those fire units. Physical resist is 0. Magic resist is minus 50. So magic thunder units is the way to go, or what they want you to bring anyway. I'm pretty sure people are going to cheese it with some other elements. Stage 3, the single target stage, as always. Dark physical, dark magical. AoE decreases buff duration. Single target does a HP. Wow, it does. So he's going to do max HP % damage on a single target ability, and then self increases strength, magic, dexterity, magic resist, and removes debuffs. He removes debuffs and lowers buff duration. What? Okay. 0% resistant to wind, thunder, and earth. Minus 50% resistant to light. Water, fire, and dark. Sorry, are at 30% resistance. 0% resistant to physical and 40% resistant to magic. So they want you to bring those light physical units. Oh, there's a schedule. Let's have a look. Okay, they are doing a Valentine's rerun. If I'm not mistaken, this is from I think this is 2018. Now, I wasn't playing the game then, so I know this is a rerun. These are old units, and they are going to receive a balance pass. We do have the information about what they're changing. I will go over those at the end, so just bear with me, okay? I mean, this is good for EU. I'm still skipping. I have to save now for collabs. I reached into the well and then emptied it. Now my well's dry. I have no iris. I tried to MLB lied because I got tired of getting my butt whooped in war games. So we have the Hestia and Eyes on one banner, and the Ina and Ryu on another banner. Then we have the Season 4 Celebration Bundle, which gives you 1 Adventurer Bond, 1 Prison Bond, and 10 11 draw tickets. No 4 stars guaranteed. Heroic Trials back. This is fun. I'm pretty sure this was from the OVA that came out near the beginning of last year. These 2 bonds are completely useless for me, so this is just Dolb. But some of you guys probably have a need for these or one of these bonds. 7th Zone is back, apparently. I'll believe it when I see it. Wargame will re-emerge, which is good. I get to test out my LIDE. Obviously, we have Familiar Royale. We've been over this. The Iris bundle. We are getting 3 weeks worth of Iris. It's an up to 400 Iris. It's not up to basically every day for 3 weeks. Add up total 400 Iris. That's it. So log in every day for 3 weeks and you'll get 400 Iris out of this login bonus. That's basically what they're going to give us, which I'm cool with. The Season 4 announcement celebration login bonus, I'm cool with that. They did not have to give us this. And then finally, what do we have? We have the schedule. The rerun starts on the 4th. The celebration bundle starts on the 4th. Heroic Trial starts on the 4th. 7th Zone starts on the 4th. And Wargame starts on the 4th. Familiar Royale starts on the 5th. And the celebration login bonus starts on the 5th. That should be everything. Wait, breaking news. Wait, we're just cycling around now. We're going around in circles. We are going to jump over. We're going to look at the actual unit balance passes, and that'll probably be the end of the video. I didn't want to make it too long because stream wasn't actually that long and we didn't get that much information anyway, so bear with me. We'll go over and go look at the balance pass for the units. Okay, so we're over here. We're going to look at the adjustments they've made to these rerun units. I've obviously had to move the camera to keep the text in frame, so I'm going to end up covering the artwork a little bit, so I'm sorry for anyone that I trigger by covering the pretty ladies. So before the adjustment, this is the SA on the eyes here. Before the adjustment, super light magic attack, okay. Single target, by the way. After the adjustment, what did they add? Increases total attack and damage. Increases so increases AoE and single target attack damage by 25% for 2 turns. Cool. Skill 1. What did they do? They increased the MP cost by 9, and they added ultra power and a high crit rate on. Okay. If you weren't aware, this eyes is a single target unit, so she is designed for Record Buster. And it probably, I already forgot what whether stage 3 on Familiar Royale is resistant to physical or magical. But if she's single target, chances are they may want you to bring her to stage 3. I'm not sure. It was like 2 seconds ago and I already forgot what it was resistant to. So skill 2, what do? They increased, okay, so increases all allies light attack damage by 35% up from 20. That is a good buff, especially when it increases all allies by 35%. I mean, we do have higher, I think, but still, for an older unit to get a balance pass like that, that's acceptable. I'm okay with that. And then finally, skill 3, what do? They increased the MP consumption, added a medium power to it from a weak, so it went from low to medium, and no other changes were made. Okay, cool. Stats and passives. They increased her magic power from 15 to 30%, 20% penetration, 20% increase of damage when penetration. Okay, so that's exactly the same. Increased dart resist by 35%. That's the same. Rigid, increase durability, agility, and dexterity by 15% up from 10. And everything else is the same. Okay, so stats-wise, what do we get? That's an acceptable buff. Like, obviously, it's not going to be... They're never going to make them as strong as the current units. They don't want that. Otherwise, you've got no need to summon. So, moving on to the Ryu, the SA, what do? Increase all allies' power and ground attack damage by 70% for another turn. So, when it says power, I'm not sure whether that's strength and magic or strength and or magic, as well as earth damage. So, I can confirm that it's going to add at least earth damage by 70% for 1 turn. But Google Translate is a bit of a tricky bitch, so... I'm not sure if it adds strength and magic or strength or magic along with the earth damage, but we'll find out when she comes out, I guess. So, skill 1, the adjustment, they increased the MP cost by 5, added a fast modifier to it, and increased the resistance reduction from 15% to 25. I'm not okay with that. It costs more, but they didn't buff it to at least 30. 30 is where I put the acceptable range at. So if you don't have... the higher end debuffers, resistance debuffers, 30% is what I would say is the standard. So taking this to 25, not acceptable. Even with a fast modifier added to it, it's not okay. That's not good enough. And I apologize if you can hear the background. I'm not sure. This is a new microphone, by the way. So I'm not sure how well it's dulling out the background noise, or if at all. We'll find out, I guess. Skill 3, they added a super modifier to it, which is cool. And that's about it. No, skill 2, they added a super modifier. Keep up. And then skill 3, they increased the MP consumption by 10, added a ultra counter rate, and then added dexterity to the and removes dexterity debuffs. Okay, cool. So there's that. And then we have the passives. They added the element resistance along with the so it went from power and dexterity increased by 15% to lightning resistance and normal attacks and counters on a single enemy physical attack. Okay, so they added element damage to counters and normal attacks, and then increased thunder resistance by 35%. Next passive, increased damage when penetrating 10%. They changed this to power and dex, so they moved this one down here and increased it by 10%, and they moved this one down here and it stayed the same. Cool. Agility went from 15% to 25%. That's great, and nothing else changed there. The stats, I like this. This is an acceptable buff. The debuff percentage on her skill is not acceptable. So moving on to the Hestia here, what do we get? Reduces counter rate of all enemies by 15%, and they changed that to include crit and penetration and counter rate by 15%, and then everything else remained the same. Okay, so a good war game assist probably. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not very well versed or educated with war game meta or war game units, so I don't know if 15% is good or just acceptable. But either way, she's for war gaming. You can see. And then we have the Ina. We'll go all the way down to the bottom one here. Reduces light and earth resistance of all enemies by 7% on the base. Buffed up to 10% on the thing. So not a huge buff, but 3% probably makes a large difference if you've got all MLB units anyway. So not a huge buff to the Ina or the Hestia there. I mean, the Hestia added 2 new stats to the debuff, so I'm okay with that. Anyway, guys, that is going to be the video. I'm sorry, I didn't want it to run on for too long. I hope you did get some information or entertainment out of it. If you did, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're not. Social media links in the description. And as always, guys, oh, wait, before I go, if you have any feedback for me about the new microphone, please drop in the comments to let me know if you got this far in the video. Tell me how you found it. Is it better than my previous microphone? If not, do I need to tweak the settings? Just holler at me. Let me know, because at the end of the day, you guys are the ones that have got to listen to me. I don't have to listen to myself. But yeah, no, guys, I love you, and I will catch you later.
Fire!